Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Par here, and it is episode 3 of season 5 that we are getting stuck in today here on the main channel. Fog Entertainment for your TV reviews and all that best shit. And we have got episode 3 of season 5, and it is, are we on the same team? Who's that referring to? Well, let's not waste any more time about it, and let's get stuck into this episode. It's a big rich town. Yeah, I just want to come to my own. Ghost, though, he's not doing too well. I mean, his beard is getting thicker. His beard is getting stronger. He's not shaving it. It's continuing to grow. I actually like the look. I think it's hardening him up, so to speak. But as he's about to leave an elevator, the NYPD guy arrives and he wants to question Tariq. And he's like, Tariq, son, someone saw you leaving before Raina was killed. He's like, yeah, I might have left the building, but I definitely went back in. Alright, so questions are being asked here. Could Tariq dig himself in a hole? Who knows, but Tariq's going to school up north. We then see Kanan, Tommy and Ghost sitting down. And they keep doing this gimmick where it's like, hey, Kanan, can I talk to Tommy for a second? Or, Kanan, can I talk to Ghost for a second? Kanan's just listening in, hearing the whole conversation anyway. Now the new woman in NYPD, she speaks to him and is like, Angela Valdez, there could be a connection there. Absolutely. Absolutely, but the talk is here, which is mental, between Kanan, Tommy and Ghost, their next moves. It kind of feels like everything's just been put on hold, though, since the whole Jimenez Cartel reveal, which I guess is fair enough. I had to slow the pace of this season down. Dre then meets with the Jimenez Cartel, and obviously they've got a bit of a problem here, but Arturo has took charge of the Toros, man. Do you have control of your organization? And Dre's like goon, so to speak, learn here that holy shit, this guy's taking credit for the kill that we just did, and they're not too happy about it. But Kanan thinks that maybe the guys beneath Dre are not liking some of the shit they're hearing, so he confronts like Dre's like number 2 guy that's within his wee crew, and he's like, maybe Dre could get some things here. Then we have Tate, businessman Tate, and Ghost with this woman. They're trying to obviously get her invested in this Raina project that's in Queens. Ghost gets absolutely played here for his unprofessionalism, because he thinks he's going to win her over with a smooth talk, and in reality he sleeps with her, but he thought that was his way of getting her to sign on the deal. And then Tate points out, he's like, nah, she just did that to prove how unprofessional you are. But don't get me about that, right? So, say Ghost's like, no, I don't want to take the bottle up to the room. I want to sit right here. She wouldn't have signed the fucking deal anyway. So, he may as well get his hole. I don't blame Ghost. I don't blame James St. Patrick for doing what he did here. To me, it's a bit retarded. And then we get Mac meeting with Teresi. And it's just a bit weird here at this point that it looks like Teresi's going to turn rat in order to get out. The lines are always blurred on it, but that's just what we're going with. So the point at the fact that, yeah, you've been seeing Tommy, man, and then the point out, is he your son? He's like, yeah, he's my son, and I did it because I knew you assholes would come calling and I'd get a deal to get out of here. But Teresi's fearing it as he's not ratting on the family, even though Tommy... But now it puts everything into question whether or not Tommy actually is his son. I'm gonna say that he is, right? But I couldn't believe that he would actually job out Tommy just to get out. I mean, I know he wants to see his sick wife, but I thought the relationship him and Tommy had was real. We have Tasha going to the AA meeting again. The parents of the murdered hit-and-run victim reveal that the guy that did it has been found dead. Tasha, obviously. I think Ghost did this, confronts him about it, and yeah, she tells Tommy later on to keep an eye on Ghost because he's going off the rails, and yeah, things aren't looking particularly good here for Ghost. He's beginning to drink, of course he went sober. Then we see Medina returns. It looks like he's going to be working a joint task force with Angela in order to bring down the Jimenez Cartel. Of course, it's not the brothers anymore, it's the brother and sister. Keisha is then confronted by Tommy. I think Tommy's going to lean in for a kiss. She rejects him. Tommy's been done dirty. Then we got probably the best scene of the episode for me, where Tasha's outside Tommy's apartment, and Kanan arrives, and Kanan threatens her. He's like, yeah, you like that shit, don't you? Being threatened. And know what, right? It's like a ticking time bomb. Well, like Kanan. as great as I think the relationship with him and Ghost and Tommy is, I can accept it with Tommy. I do feel like it's almost forced though with Ghost. I get it, they've got a common enemy in Dre. I do understand that. But I just don't see how it's ever going to work. And Tasha obviously holding so much resentment towards him, and filling this back to Ghost as well. Not really going on. Then the three guys that were in the camp of the Toros member who went rogue are killed. Jimenez kills him, and Dre's watching on like, He keeps speaking, and Jimenez calls him a fucking douchebag. Then this higher up guy for the DIA, him and Angela, go on a meal talking, bang, bow, 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 getting Angela creaming her absolute panties there. It's like, where's this guy just came from all of a sudden? But I mean, I guess a bit later it makes a bit of sense. Proctor meets with Tommy. It just seems like Proctor having these completely random fucking meetings with these guys, but just a bit weird, man, you know what I mean? Just what is seriously going on here? Tommy's mum appears and kind of reiterates the fact that your daddy's no good. See him? He's not good, but can you give me a hit up, man? Can you give me a hit up? Probably not going to happen. Then the agent for the NYPD, she gets her whole investigation took off her, and Angela's just abusing her power to see, you're not allowed to look into me anymore, hen. Sort of deal. But then they figure out the whole fact that they aren't brothers. They're brother and sister, the cartel. Tate then confronts Ghost at, what does he call his Truth? That's it, Truth, the nightclub. I just don't like Tate. I know, someone commented, I think it was Young Ats, like he doesn't kill law enforcement. I mean, he killed that guy inside and Tommy killed Homeland Security. I'm sure he can let this one fucking slip, man. I cannot stand Tate. Honestly. Seriously, cannot. Ghost then tells Tommy not to let Kanan in on any of their deals back inside with Truth or whatever. But of course, earlier this episode, we did have Kanan robbing Dre and co. I can't remember the guy's name, the second in command guy. There's just so many people going on this show at the minute. But Kanan robs them, steals like $250,000 from them, and then gives it to Tommy in order to get started up in the business. And this doesn't really go anywhere though. Like, these two just drink and that's it. Tariq finally reveals to Tasha, though, that he did see Raina get killed and that's him dropped off at his school. So, will we see Tariq again? I'm going to say by the end of the season we will. And Teresi is freed at last. And he's like, got to make up for some last time. So him and Tommy drive off. It was good seeing Teresi get out, but the fact he's ratting on Tommy doesn't really sit well with me. But anyway, guys, that is it for Par. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it was a bit better than the last episode. Up next is Second Chances, but until then, peace.